poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
Jamie Foxx is finally spilling the truth about his last conversation with DAngelo and Honey, and it's sounding darker than anyone imagined. Word is, DAngelo didn't just pass, he was sacrificed. The same shady people who allegedly tried to poison Jamie before are being linked to DAngelo's downfall too. It's wild because when Jamie got sick and nearly lost his life, the first name folks started whispering was Diddy, but now it's coming out he might not have been acting alone.
I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying.
Insiders claim Diddy had a lineup of Hollywood big shots allegedly helping him shut down anyone holding receipts against him. And baby, Jamie and DAngelo were both on that list. Sources even say Jamie had recordings from those infamous freak-off nights, clips that allegedly showed DAngelo getting touched while under heavy substances. That's the kind of dirt powerful people would do anything to keep hidden.
What I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. The eyes are working just fine. Said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. But I did go through, I went to hell and back. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos, you could do take two, but I'm not gonna do a take two. It is what it is. And if you see me out from now on and every once in a while I just burst into tears, is because it's been tough, man. I was sick, man, but now I got my legs under me, so you're gonna see me out. But like I said, I just want you to remember me for the jokes that I crack, the movies that I make. Some of them good, some of them ain't. I think I got a good one out. And the songs that I sing, man. And then, some people were talking about I'm clone.
If you remember, Jamie went through a terrifying medical emergency not too long ago, something so serious it almost took him out for good. After spending weeks in the hospital, he made it out alive, but he's admitted the experience shook him to his core. He really thought he wasn't gonna make it. And you can't blame folks for side-eyeing Diddy first. For years, there's been whispers that Jamie was deep in those wild Diddy parties, and not just as a guest. Jamie himself once dropped hints in old interviews that added fuel to the fire, and now everything's starting to connect in ways that make people's skin crawl. One clip shows Jamie describing some wild scenes he says he witnessed after getting invited to a Diddy party, and the details are straight up unsettling. He claimed that when he tapped in, there were naked guests everywhere doing all kinds of explicit stuff, like a full-on freak-off with no limits in sight. He even hinted at that infamous pink setup Diddy's parties are rumored for, which had people buzzing hard. Jamie also revealed in another sit-down that these events were ultra-private, no randoms, no plus ones, and he couldn't even get past the door unless Diddy personally cleared him first. To lock that invite, Jamie said he agreed to roll as Diddy's personal cameraman for the night, which is a serious move for access in those circles. And let's be real, whispers say Diddy loved recording those freak-offs, which lines up with Cassie's lawsuit claiming he filmed and kept tapes as leverage over the people involved, a heavy claim that screams control tactics, if true. According to those rumors, the idea is simple. Nobody wants their private business hitting the streets, so those videos allegedly kept folks in line for as long as needed. Nobody can say for sure what allegedly happened to land Jamie in the hospital, but a lot of people think it might have involved poisoning.
Follow him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this, and it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The sex lady. The sex lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they.
And that theory caught fire after Diddy's former bodyguard, Big Homie Cece, publicly pointed the finger. He claimed Diddy tried to take him out the same way, twice, with the same mysterious substance. and that he survived both times, which only turned the rumor mill up louder.
He poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
Cece also alleged that Jamie kept the stroke details hush-hush because he reported Diddy to the FBI for poisoning, but couldn't hand over enough hard evidence to make a public case stick. According to that story, without receipts, nothing went official. So it never hit the public record, and Jamie stayed low about what really went down.
So, wait, you're saying that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx and that's how Jamie Foxx got sick?
Jamie Foxx reported this man to the FBI because of this. Facts.
Wow. Okay, and how did you hear about this? If you can tell me, or if you can't, that's all good. But you know what I'm saying, like, well, you know, people are they're gonna want to know, you know what I'm saying, how this happened, or you know what I'm saying, what's the backstory to this?
Well, by the time this drop, this is gonna be in the stratosphere. It's gonna be in the ether by the time this drop. You can probably look it up right now, but by the time this interview drop, this is gonna be out in the ether for sure. These people poison people, bro. I've been poisoned 3 times. Why am I testing positive for cyanide? You feel me? Why do I had pneumonia 3 times?
Here's the twist people keep pointing out. He said cyanide can trigger pneumonia. And then folks note Kim Porter suddenly passed from pneumonia despite being widely seen as healthy at the time, which keeps conspiracy talk buzzing. None of that is verified, but the timing has people side-eyeing and asking hard questions. Now about DAngelo. Many don't realize he and Jamie were tight back in the grind days, moving up together and showing each other love. Jamie praised DAngelo in interviews, and when the news of his passing hit, Jamie posted a long tribute that showed how deep this loss cut. In that post, Jamie shared memories that had fans tearing up, and here are the parts he highlighted. He wrote, "Remember hearing your music for the first time. I said to myself, damn, whoever this is, they are anointed." Then he added, "Then when I finally got a chance to see you, like everyone, when they saw the most incredible music video of our time, I was blown away." He kept going with the live show moment that never left him. Jamie said, "I thought to myself, have to see this person in concert. I had my chance to see you at the House of Blues. You came out and got right down to business, and then the pain spilled out. That's why today, real tears run down my face to hear the news that God has taken one of his special creations home. I know God doesn't make mistakes, but this one hurts like hell. Rest up, my friend." Jamie closed with the legacy piece fans still quote. He wrote, "You will be missed forever, but your music and your impression will be felt for generations to come. Rest in power and beautiful music." People could tell he was crushed, and many believe he wanted to say even more about how the industry chewed DAngelo up and spit him out, but he kept it respectful in public. When DAngelo first hit, it was the art that had everyone locked in, but after the untitled video, the spotlight drifted from his sound to his body, and the machine wouldn't let it go. That shift shows how fast fame can twist the story overnight. Overnight, the spotlight shifted from DAngelo's art to his body, and insiders swear certain Hollywood power players leaned into that hard, real creepy vibes allegedly came with the territory. Suddenly, opportunities only opened if he took his clothes off or played along, and the man was clearly pushing back even while people missed the signs he was asking for help. He literally told a story that says it all. "One time I got mad when a female threw money at me on stage, and that made me feel like up, and I threw the money back at her. Then he said I was like, I'm not a stripper." That moment wasn't a stunt. It was a boundary, plain and simple. DAngelo also questioned the entire machine working around him, asking, "At one point I asked myself, am I doing this for God or am I doing this for?" He explained, "Because I was raised in the church and I wanted to do something pure, but suddenly I was being marketed as this symbol." That confusion showed how the branding didn't match his spirit, and it rattled everything inside him. The pressure didn't start late, it started early. His debut, Brown Sugar, 1995, got major love from critics. But the next album didn't arrive until 2000, and by then the game had already worn him down. When Voodoo dropped, he was still brilliant, but the industry's obsession with his image had already twisted the expectations around him. That vibe spiraled into heavy struggles, weight gain, alcohol, escorts, and hard substances, the kind of mix that pulls anyone into a bad loop fast. In 2005, he crashed his car and got booked on DUI and possession charges with minor injuries reported after the wreck. A clear sign things were off track even as the public kept demanding the fantasy. The setbacks kept stacking. In 2010, he was arrested in New York after being caught red-handed trying to pay $40 for an escort to perform a sexual act, only for the supposed escort to be an undercover cop during a sting operation. Police also reported finding a small amount of a controlled substance in his vehicle, and he got hit with charges for solicitation and possession right there on the spot. There was a comeback, a real one. He fought through, rebuilt piece by piece, and dropped the Grammy-winning Black Messiah in 2014, proving the talent never left, even if the journey changed him forever. It wasn't the same DAngelo the public remembered from the early days, but the soul was still there. Older, scarred, wiser, and still singing from a place that felt painfully honest. People online are claiming Jamie saw DAngelo getting touched at those freak-offs, and that's why the loss cut so deep. But that's all speculation, not confirmed receipts, so keep your guard up, fam. Still, nobody can deny the whispers about how dark some corners of the industry really are, with stories that never see daylight. Comments are getting intense too. One user wrote, "They sacrificed DAngelo," while another said, "They do this in the industry," pushing the narrative harder. Someone else added, "I think of the guy that played Wakanda. They unloved him too," stacking more theory on top of theory. Another voice chimed in, "They unloved all these people and they do it by witchcraft most of the time, or they have people to off these people," which shows how wild the rumor mill is spinning right now. So here's the real question for you. What do you make of Jamie Foxx pointing at the industry and hinting they took out DAngelo? And do you believe there's anything to the sacrifice talk at all? Drop your take below, keep it respectful, and let's talk it out like grown folks with sense. And if you want more straight talk and zero fluff like this video, share it and hit subscribe. Support the channel so we can keep digging. Don't forget, tap into the comments and subscribe to Clout Buzz for the latest breakdowns, spicy updates, and receipts the moment they surface.